Hello guys, welcome to Career Compass. This is Deepan Katalia, your tutor for ACCA UK Tax and SBL paper. We all know that depreciation is a disallowable expenditure according to the HMRC's rules. But on the other side, students, we can claim the capital allowance as a tax deduction. And we have seen in the previous chapter also in the pro forma of the tax adjusted trading profit. At the last, we used to deduct the capital allowance amount. So now students, we can say that the capital allowance can directly impact your trading profit, taxable trading profit, and your trading profit will going to impact your tax liability. So we have to understand this whole capital allowance concept properly. Now students, according to the HMRC's rules, the depreciation, or we can say the capital allowance, is only available to the plant and machineries. But if you see over here, students, they have almost included each and every business asset under the plant and machinery definition. So you don't need to worry. We can say that the almost each and every business asset can claim the depreciation, can claim the capital allowance according to the HMRC's rules. Then after students, let's come to the next topic, which is the main pool or the general pool. Most of the item of the plant and machinery, please remember, most of the item of the plant and machineries are covered under the main pool. Some motor car are also allowed, students. But if its CO2 emission rate is between 51 gram to 110 gram kilometer, then and then only you can consider your car under the main pool or general pool. If it's second-hand cars, then the cars with the CO2 emission rate below 51 gram per kilometer will be included under the main pool. But students, here we have given some specific exclusion list, which means these are the assets which can never be included in the main pool, like the new motor car with the CO2 emission rate of below 51 gram or above 110 gram. And the second hand motor car with the CO2 emission of above 110 gram per kilometer cannot be included in the main pool. Any asset used partly for private use can also not be included in the main pool, because we all know that, students, the private use asset do have their own separate column. Then after, the short life asset and the special rate pool item cannot be included in the main pool. Once again, short life asset and the special rate pool item once again will have their own separate column. Then after, students, let's see that what other kinds of the pool you are having apart from the main pool. Student, the other pool is called a special rate pool. As we have learned just recently that most of the plant and machineries will be included in the main pool. But still there are some assets which will be included in the special rate pool item. And for special rate pool, students, you have to understand that WDA will be given only and only at a 6% rate. Here are the list of the assets of special rate pool items, students, you can see on the screen. Now students, AIA is available to special rate pool items, but except the high emission car, you can see over here. Cars cannot have the annual investment allowance. Now you can see, students, over here that the long life assets are included in the special rate pool item. But students, we don't know that what is this long life asset. It's a simple plant and machinery with expected useful life of 25 years or more and having a cost of more than 1 lakh pound or 100,000 pound, you can say. If the above conditions do not get fulfilled, then it will simply go to the main pool item, because then you cannot consider that asset as a long life asset. Here we have two types of the assets which we can never classify as a long life asset. First one is motor car, and the second one is, students, plant and machinery situated in the building that is used as a retail shop, showroom, office, etc. Okay, so here we are done with this, students, special rate pool item concept. If you are having any query, feel free to ask me. Then after, students, as we have seen the basic both the pools, the main pool and the special rate pool, students, now let's come to the most important aspect, that which kinds of the allowance we will going to claim or we will going to get. There are basically three allowances we all know: the annual investment allowance, the written down allowance, and the first year allowance. One by one we will going to see all the allowances. Now the annual investment allowance, students, is the most important allowance for us. It's a kind of 100% allowance to the main pool or special rate pool item up to 1 million pound of expenditure incurred by the business. Students, it's not available on your opening balance or closing balance or anything like that. AIA will always be available on your purchases. If you have incurred any expenditure, if you have purchased the new machineries, plant and machineries of main pool or special rate pool, then and then only you can claim the AIA. If in the examination, if any question you found that there are no purchases we have made during the year, or there are no qualifying purchases we have made during the year, you cannot claim AIA. AIA, once again, let me clarify, only available if you have made the purchase throughout the year. Okay, and once again, student, this 1 million limit is for the 12 months. So for long or short accounting period, we have to adjust the limit. One more important thing is that, students, AIA will not be available on the last year, or we can say the cessation year of the business. Then after, students, AIA is also not available to car. You cannot claim AIA against the purchase of the new or second hand cars. The next allowance is, students, the written down allowance. It's a kind of fixed percentage based allowance available on your balance. The WDA is not allowed on the basis of the purchases or like that. No, it's available on your balance. Now what balance, students? You know the capital allowance pro forma. First of all, we do take the opening balance, then after we take the purchases, and then after we deduct the disposal. After deducting this disposal, students, whatever balance that you are having on that particular balance, you can claim your WDA. Okay. And student, just like the AIA, it's also a per percentage based allowance. It's a per annum percentage, you can see. So that's why, students, once again, depending on the length of accounting period, you once again have to adjust your WDA. But please, students, remember that the accounting period matters, but not the period of ownership of the asset. So even if you have just purchased the asset just 1 month back, you will going to get the full WDA of throughout the year. Once again, your accounting period matters and not the period of ownership of the asset. Okay, I hope you are getting this idea. We can say that the asset must be held on the last day of the accounting period. So here we are done with this WDA, student. The next concept is the first year allowance. We have seen, students, that the AIA is not available to cars. But here we have the first year allowance, which is exclusively available to the cars. It's an 100% allowance available to the purchase of the new low emission cars. Now what does it mean by low emission car? Low emission car is nothing but having the CO2 emission of below 51 gram per kilometer. Unlike the other allowances, students, we have seen, the first year allowance is never ever time apportioned according to the length of accounting period. So irrespective of your length of accounting period, you will going to get full first year allowance, 100% allowance you will going to get. But once again, the FYA is also, student, the same. It's not available on your last year of business. It's not available on the cessation year. So we can say none of the allowances available on the cessation year, students, so that you have to understand. Here, students, here we are done with this like kind of all the allowances. But the next concept is that what will happen when you will going to sell your any asset. So what will happen if you dispose any asset? First, we have to take the brought forward balance, that means opening balance. Then we have to add, students, our additions, that means the purchases, and then we have to deduct the disposal value. But here, students, the disposal value that can be deductible in the capital allowance pro forma will be lower of disposal proceeds or original cost. So this is the very important rule, students, that you have to understand or remember. Then after, students, the next topic is the balancing charge. It's a very simple concept, students. Assume that we have brought forward balance of the £10,000 and we have no additions, and now we sold one asset at a disposal value of £15,000. That means we will have a negative amount to carry forward. The negative amount is your balancing charge. We can say that in the previous year we have taken excess allowances, and so that our brought forward amount have been reduced very much, so that the negative amount of the £5,000 will be chargeable by means of balancing charge. Please remember, students, the £5,000, the negative balance is a chargeable. That means that, students, it will either reduce your current year capital allowance, or it can go to the credit side of the P&L if in the current year you don't have any capital allowance, then only. Now students, the next topic is totally opposite, and that is the balancing allowance. Student, this is the balancing allowance. As you can see in the name also, it's an allowance. So that means as whenever we see the allowance word, it's a benefit for us. That means in the previous topic we were talking about, students, the negative amount, and here we will going to talk about the proper positive amount. So you will say that, sir, why we have to treat the positive amount? Let's just simply apply the AIA or WDA or sir, any other allowances. But students, when the business will cease and having their last year of trade, then in that particular year we know that none of the allowances will be available in the cessation year. And so for any balancing amount of the pool, we will going to get the balancing allowance. We can say this is the fourth kind of the allowance, students. Balancing allowance is the fourth allowance, but this balancing allowance will only and only come on the cessation year. So I hope you are getting this point. The next topic is, students, private use by owner. It is possible that any asset bought by business may have some private use, but here we are talking about just private use by owner only and not the employees. When we will apply the allowances, students, it will be on the full value of the asset, but in the column of allowances, the business use proportion will only be allowed. That means if you are claiming your AIA, students, your AIA will be utilized fully. But if you see the total of total allowance over there, only and only the business proportion will go. Okay. So students, it is not beneficial to use AIA against the private use asset because your limit will be utilized, but you will not going to get the full allowance. Then after, students, next concept is the, students, the small pool WDA. If your balance immediately before the WDA for the main pool or special rate pool, students, is lower than £100,000, then whatever balance you have can be claimed fully as an WDA. Now this £1,000 limit is for the 12 months, so we have to proportionate it according to the length of accounting period. Now the last concept we have is the short life asset. There is a, student, separate column for the short life asset where any plant and machinery of main pool with the exception of the cars can be included. But students, the short life asset can only be included separately, or any asset can be qualified as a short life asset if you are having an intention to sell or scrap the item within 8 years of the end of period of accounting in which the asset is acquired. So if your intention is to sell it within 8 years, then you can consider it as a short life asset. Student, this short life asset can have the AIA and WDA as normal, students. Here, students, when we sell or scrap item, we will have the balancing allowance or balancing charge whenever we will sell that item. If the asset is not sold within the 8 years, then asset will simply go to the main pool along with the other items. So here we are done with this chapter, students. If you have any query, feel free to ask, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you guys. Bye.